You're standing in the Advanced Design Studio, where we develop all the GM Europe Advanced Design concept. My name is Anthony Lowe. I'm the Advanced Design Director for GM Europe. Boris Jakob is the Exterior Chief Designer for the Flextreme, and Richard Shaw is the Interior Chief Designer for the Flextreme.
The whole process, the whole design process is a fascinating journey.
Yeah, I would say it takes a little bit of a rebel to design concept cars, that's for sure, yeah.
You should look at everything and try to challenge it.
You can get inspiration all over the place. You just got to keep your eyes open and watch.
I paint a lot. At home still draw and paint a lot, do a lot of sculpting.
When I was in school and studying design, I always liked the Italian cars, the classics of the 60s.
A teacher of mine in primary school told me to stop drawing and pay attention to what's happening at the front, because you can never earn money with drawing cars.
Been very interested in drawing and sketching exotic cars. It goes back, I think, into perhaps my childhood.
Right now we're working on the Opel E-Flex project.
We've always wanted to do an iconic concept car for the Opel brand.
But the challenge was, how can you make it still look attractive and dynamic?
The cool thing is, if you go into a city, you can drive in zero emissions. You're just purely electricity.
Well, the GM E-Flex propulsion system allow us to develop many different kinds of body styles.
But that shows how flexible this platform is. So you can do almost anything with it.
One of the unique features on the interior of the Opel E-Flex is the panorama display we have underneath the windscreen. It's up right where you need to see it, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. You can change your desktop, you can change the mood of it, the whole emotion of it. It's like an onboard infotainment system.
With this kind of concept, you need less airflow to cool the generators and the engine. So that allowed us to come up with a completely new, unique front-end graphic.
We have started to get in contact with Segway, and Segway believed that this would be very interesting to develop a few products together. The idea is that when the customers are driving into the city, they would leave the car there, and then from then on you will be using the Segway.
The most fun part of this car is probably the rear end. I'm into rear ends because I personally think that the rear end is the part of a car you will see most of the time.
I guess I always just enjoyed looking at cars, at the objects of desire. They're rolling sculptures that have an inside and an outside.
GM is going forward with new technologies, and this to me is only the beginning.
It's not just a show car, GM shows more than that.
It's to be able to develop products that appeal to customers in every part of the world.
With E-Flex, we will offer a product opportunity to get independent from those petroleum and also from gas prices finally. E-Flex, it means electric and flexibility, how you create this electricity. My name is Frank Weber and I'm responsible globally for the E-Flex propulsion system development. The primary goal of the car is to run at least 40 miles on pure electric range, and so the whole electric drive system is designed in a way to allow you full range and full performance for those 40 miles. The E-Flex propulsion system is an electric drive system. It is not a hybrid, it is an electric drive unit that is able to propel the front wheels, and it is using a small engine generator set just to charge the battery that is in the vehicle. The Volt show car that we showed in Detroit was a very compact, very sporty execution of that E-Flex theme. Flextreme is now focused on getting this versatility aspect that is important for the Opel brand to bring this to the E-Flex architecture. I think it is important to have different perspectives from different people in different countries. We have, I would guess, 200 dedicated engineers that work on E-Flex. There is a lot of learning from the EV1 project. What the EV1 was providing is a first glance at electric vehicle technology and was also paving the way towards fuel cells, which was really important. What I always enjoyed about old vehicles is you see how things started and you look at the simplicity of technology and how it evolves over time. You have to be rebellious with eFlex because eFlex will change the paradigms we all have. With eFlex, where you actually have kilowatts instead of horsepower and you are working with electric propulsion and electric energy, this is a big change. eFlex is now a game-changer technology that might influence a whole nother generation of vehicles for the next coming years.
When the cover comes off the car in Bockenheim Depot, it's one of those nerve-wracking moments. Because you've been following the project for over the last few months, you've got a very strong emotional attachment to it.
When the car will be revealed, it's going to be a very special moment. Of course, as always is. I mean, it's 12 months of work going into this car.
And then right the way, the fun bit, if you call it, at the end of the reveal, where everyone gets to see your work of many years.
The automobile industry has been challenged to address the world's future energy, environmental, and transportation needs. And we intend to be part of the solution to society's energy issues, and we are absolutely committed to that. And that's why I'm very pleased to introduce the next step in the evolution of eFlex and the quest for electrically driven vehicles, the Opel Flextreme diesel concept.
It has beautifully sculpted dynamic body surfaces and very modern and fresh graphics. The interior design built with high quality, inviting ambience. The Flextreme will dictate the future design language for Opel.
Sometimes you work for weeks, different groups work in isolation, doing different bits and pieces, and you just have to keep your fingers crossed that in the end everything just goes together and falls into place and works.
Cannot just say, I want the car to have this size wheels or this short overhang and so on, but you have to understand how you can get there and work together with the team to achieve that.
Push the boundaries on everything and then layer that approach, gradually funnel it down to the final execution.
Curious moments, but it's when you really see things happening, is right now. Making it up as we go.
The impact on mileage and environment was kind of the brief from the beginning.
We all have to do and make a difference every day. We will have an opportunity to produce vehicles that are more environmentally friendly.
eFlex will provide our customers around the globe with a single, elegant solution to tomorrow's energy issues.